Would you believe me if I told you that Ripple was quietly working on a way to join the US economy? That's right, I agree that that is true. With the launch of ROUSD, Ripple will be at the head of the US's move to digital foreign currency. That's what I'm going to talk about in this movie. But I'm also going to talk about why the prices of XRP and other popular cryptocurrencies are about to go through the roof. All of you are welcome to the group. Nick is my name. If you're new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this movie, you'll decide to subscribe. Also, if you're not already in the free Discord. Why are you guys still sitting around? Sign up for the open Discord. The link is the first one down in the text below. You guys shouldn't feel bad about it. First, let's talk about the Bitcoin ETFs. That's right. It took BlackRock 20 years to handle $33.2 billion worth of assets through its gold ETF. It took their Bitcoin ETF a lot less time to go over 33.2 than it did IR. It sounds like it's at $57.8 billion. That makes no sense. It's the ETF that's grown the fastest in history. What's this all about? Anyway, if we're thinking about Bitcoin and how this market really works, most of the things that happen in the space are based on the hype theory. If you pay attention to that, Bitcoin is doing better than gold in terms of ETFs. It's pretty much everywhere. It's in the major news outlets. These people talk to me about, people always say what fees they think Bitcoin will have. All of a sudden, you notice that a lot of shoppers are coming in. In these days, stores started to flood. Someone is lying if they say that shopping isn't always here right now. Learn more about Google developments. Retail is giving back. But are they back as big as you think they are if we go back to a bull run like the one in 2021? Not now, please. We're waiting for the next big wave because of this. And I do think we are about to see that happen. If we really look at the Bitcoin ETFs, we should see that money has been coming into them in the tens of millions of dollars for 15 days in a row. This goes all the way back to November 27th, when 103 million people were joined by 320,353, 675, 556, 76376, 479. And the number of listings keeps going up into the tens of millions. This could be very important to pay attention to because it shows that there is still a lot of interest in shopping here. On top of that, we still have peer states putting in place their own strategic Bitcoin reserve laws. That being said, I'm interested in this not because of Bitcoin, but because of what it means for crypto. All eyes are on crypto now, and regulatory steps are being taken across the country and even at the federal level. But because of that, I am being watched for those kinds of moves. This is a mild sign that there's a lot of desire for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well, since it's not just Bitcoin. There will also be a lot of attention paid to crypto. There are even Ohio consultant papers here that say they will make a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the kingdom. We are still seeing a lot of new states come on board. It happened on December 12th. We saw that Texas and Pennsylvania were added to the list. And then clearly Ohio was added 6 or 7 days later. Just so you know, I think it will only keep going from now on. From my point of view, this snowball effect applies to almost every single state, including this one. So now you know that we are living through the digital cash revolution in the US. On top of that, let's move over here. I want to draw your attention to this because once more we are starting to see a lot of ETF discussions going around these altcoins, right? Bloomberg experts think that Litecoin, HBAR, XRP, and Solana are the best candidates for new ETFs. Eric Bakunis thinks that there will be a lot of new budgets next year, starting with Bitcoin and Ethereum and moving on to Litecoin, HBAR, and finally more controversial crypto. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens, but it looks like 2025 will be the best year for crypto, with a professional crypto administrator and widespread crypto use and support in the US. Finally, we can say that the gap is becoming more acceptable as a result of changes in regulations. I think Mike will stay on the give up of the month. I do believe it will really be a big accelerator. And I also think that in the US, as we move forward with RLUSD and its rising popularity, remember, this is a US-based company. They will keep pushing their stablecoin. This is highly clear and in line with the rules. I do think that RLUSD will be closely watched. And since we're already talking about that stablecoin, I have to bring up the fact that the NYC announced that the RLUSD stablecoin was going live. Look at this. 2 news stories. The truth is that Ripple's new stablecoin will start trading from today. The US backs the token. In dollar deposits, short-term US government bonds, treasuries, and other cash alternatives, Ripple got the very last chance to launch the token early through the New York Department of Financial Services, which was still weak. To join me now with greater is Aurelia Barthier, who used to work as a core research analyst at Manson. Thanks a lot for joining our group. A lot of news about the crypto world's direction, and most recently, Ripple's announcement that it will be selling its newest stablecoin, Ripple USD. Why now? Right now is a great time for many agencies, no longer just best for crypto, because we're sure to have some guidance on cybercoin law. To achieve this goal, the government wants both traditional financial businesses and crypto businesses to work together in a clear regulatory framework. Since Ripple entered the stablecoin market, it became smarter to avoid fighting with companies like Tether. That's the truth. People are competing hard in this area. The good thing about Ripple is that it already has a lot of partners like banks and money transfer companies outside of the US. Not much in the US now. It has set up technology that is quick and doesn't cost too much. Now, there are some bold advantages, but it's also possible that the fields are very, very competitive. Just the day before today, one token lost $170, 0. What does this mean for the business and the energy it's riding on? It was pretty yes. We can see that Wall Street is paying attention to these blockchain-based companies as we look at what's going on here. They are paying close attention to what US-based blockchain-based companies like Ripple are doing. Don't forget that this is all about XRP and the XRP database. They are not going to talk about XRP, 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 or XRP. That being said, they are talking about Ripple. We also know that this stablecoin is printed on the XRP record, even on Ethereum. Also, keep in mind that even Fox Business talked to me about this, so you know there was some text here that could be argued. But ROUSD being talked about on almost every single mainstream media outlet worked out. At first, it's probably great that it's easy to move bills across the border. Due to the fact that it is a stablecoin, think about institutional help. It is backed by the US dollar 1-to-1, which lets it mostly act as a bridge between digital assets and traditional finance. Some banks and businesses may be interested in it because they are worried about sending and receiving money across borders. It lets the decision time go by faster. I began to talk to Eleanor Tarek. She knows everything there is to know about crypto right here at Fox Business. She says that if you look at Ripple's advisory board, you'll see big names like Sheila Bair, who used to be chair of the FDIC. So they may be trying to make it seem more real. Mike, I just don't see cryptocurrencies as a way to pay for things. You know that we're not going to use crypto to buy or sell things. We've said for years that Bitcoin could be used in that way. As of now, it's still been managed to go up. However, I don't see a foreign event happening anytime soon where we use that to buy and sell things. It's really funny to hear these kinds of talks, but wait a minute. How does any marketing make sense? When we almost think about the price zone, RUSD is already being used in the fee zone.